I had the most off-the-wall dream last night. I was driving in my car and there was a woman next to me, I can only assume is one of my spirit guides. And she was like, "Hey girl, your fashion sense lately, a little lackluster. I I'm not seeing much in that department." And I looked over a little miffed and I was like, "Girl, it is 29 degrees outside. I don't do 29 degrees. So I'm sorry if I'm walking around looking like I just got dredged out of a lake or rolled out of a ditch or bounced out of bed, but it's cold." And she did have a point though, because yesterday I realized in hindsight that I had gone around town dressed like an offshore fisherman. And it was even worse because I accidentally put the tightest layer of pants. I had like 3 layers of pants. I put the tightest layer on the outside. So I was also very stiff and awkward and it was a mess. But this got me to thinking, what if there were fashion police that went out and actually took you in for violating some serious fashion rules? Okay, white after Labor Day, boom, they take you away. Red and green after Christmas, I feel like that's a violation, is it? I don't know, you tell me. Well, in days of yore in Iceland, there was a fashion enforcer that I don't think you would want to mess with. Hey stranger, Elaine Aeris here. Welcome. Imagine celebrating Christmas while worrying about the fashion police. But instead of the fashion police, it's a gigantic house-sized cat devouring you. No, not a house cat, a house-sized cat. We clear? Welcome to Iceland in the circa 1800s and potentially even earlier than that, such as the Dark Ages. We're not exactly sure when this fuzzy critter was born. Iceland keeps popping up on my radar lately. Maybe I should check it out. As soon as I can afford to travel, I'm gonna do just that. Let's meet the Yule cat, shall we? The Yule cat. Jólakötturinn. Jólakötturinn. I'm trying. The Yule cat, Jólakötturinn, if you're feeling authentic, is an oversized, night-prowling monster cat from Icelandic folklore. According to legend, this furry menace wanders the snowy countryside at Christmas looking for one thing: people who didn't get new clothes before Christmas Eve. Yep. No new socks, no ugly Christmas sweater. You're basically a delicious, unfashionable snack. But this wasn't just random holiday terror. The story actually encouraged people to work hard and be generous in a society that depended on wool. Nothing motivates productivity like the threat of a giant cat, apparently. That makes me wonder, did 19th century Iceland believe this creature really existed? Or did only the children believe it? I wonder these things. I wonder. So, no new clothes? Bye-bye. So a little bit about the Yule cat. In addition to its monstrous size, this thing is enormous. It towers over the village. It often has shaggy fur. It's generally black or dark. Its eyes glow menacingly. Sometimes blue, red, or yellow. It has sharp whiskers and claws. Sharp whiskers? Ooh. Sometimes it might wear a large bell. Ooh. That is a cat bell you don't want to hear coming. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. That is so fun. Well, at least it wears a bell, so you can just hear it echoing throughout the hills as you try to hide in the darkness. So sad because your mittens are old and your sweater has holes in it, and now this cat is going to get you. I am really curious about why they thought this was necessary to encourage the workers. You ever thought of like a Christmas bonus? Oh, no, that costs money, doesn't it? Well, that's a very good motivator. It's amazing how many not Christmas bonuses I got. Let's talk about the Yule family. It's a whole situation. This cat is often depicted as belonging to one of Iceland's most chaotic families. I know we talked about Krampus last week. This is kind of in that same vein. The Yule cat is thought to be the beloved pet of Grilla, a huge troll ogress who kidnaps naughty kids and throws them in a stew. What is history's obsession with capturing children and cooking them? That's so weird. What a weird obsession. Like, what is that? And this is a multicultural thing. It jumps through regions. This witch lady boiling children. Like, what is that? Hansel and Gretel? I don't know. What were you guys doing up there? Did the snow freeze your brains? Anywho, Grilla. She also has a husband, Lapalui.
Grilla or Lapalode? Lapalode.
Well, he's there. He exists. And their 13 sons, ouch, are the Yule lads. Mischievous little guys who show up one by one in the 13 days before Christmas to leave gifts or rotten potatoes in your shoes. Delightful. Little Yule lads. What a fun family. I love that. So the giant killer cat? Yeah, that's just the family pet. For some reason, he also likes to especially target children. It's just everyone's just after the children. Someone save the children. It's got the witches and cats and Krampus and goodness knows what else. I hope you all are watching your kids. All of you. Because apparently the countryside is a dangerous place in winter. Now here's why clothes, why am I glitching out on this very common word right now? So here's why clothes matter. The whole new clothes or get eaten thing actually did have a purpose. Back in the day, finishing the autumn wool work was a huge deal. Okay? Did you get all your wool done, Timmy? Did ya? Because if you don't, you're not going to have a very good Christmas. You needed warm clothes to survive Iceland's winter. The legend basically said, get your chores done and you'll get a new garment. Don't, and the cat gets ya. It also encouraged people to share. If you had enough to give someone a pair of mittens, congratulations, life-saving mittens. Awesome. Now the modern day Yule cat. These days, the Yule cat is a lot less terrifying and a lot more festive. Icelanders often still give each other at least one new clothing item for Christmas, sometimes just socks. Don't you love Christmas socks? As a fun nod to the old tradition. And if you visit Reykjavik in December, you can spot massive Yule cat statues watching over the city like, nice sweater, you may live. Nice socks. Dismissed. Oh, okay. There was a new shirt underneath that raggedy old jacket. Okay, you're good. There is so much fun artwork of the Yule cat. I was even inspired to do my own. I'm thinking of doing a whole dark Christmas art series.
I want you to draw Cutie Pie.
Okay, I'll draw Cutie Pie as well. Cutie, come over here. She promised she would be in this video with me, so hopefully she obliges us. Yay! She's here. Oh, speaking of new socks, I went to this one holiday party. I had just started the job not long ago, so I understood I was sort of being hazed, but I had already done so much work after like a couple months, and everyone got these really everyone in the office got these really expensive electronics and stuff, and I got Christmas socks. So I was like appreciative that I got a gift at all, I guess. What would I even be able to do with a blender without new socks anyway? I'd be dead. I'd be too dead to blend. So next time you unwrap a pair of Christmas socks, don't complain. They might be life-saving socks. Meowie Christmas and a Happy New Year. She does not want to be here right now. Okay. Oh, she's loose. She's loose. I hope you're wearing new clothes because she is loose.